Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. Today I am participating in Daveda Lane's Fall 2018 home tour. I hope you'll check out her channel as well as the other participants in this fall home tour. And now let's get started with mine. Here's my front entryway. It's a little hard to see right now because it's quite sunny. So some of it is in the shade and some of it's in the sunlight. But I have two topiaries, one on either side of the door, and I have just wrapped around them some Dollar Tree garland, and then I've also stuck in some random Dollar Tree leaves. And the topiaries are a spiral shape, so they work really well with the garland wrapped around the spirals. So I have one garland on each of the topiaries. And then at the base, I have put the pumpkins that I made over, the large one on that side, and then the two medium and small one on this side next to this other topiary. On the door, I have this autumn wreath, and the leaf colors are very similar to those that were in the garland that I picked up from Dollar Tree. Now, I'm not going to show you most of my living room because it's still a little bit of a mess from our replumbing project, but on the wall above the landing to my stairway, I have this wreath, which I purchased from Costco a couple of years ago. Normally, I'll put this up in my family room, but I thought it would look nice in here this year. And then my kitty is helping me. And then I will give you just a quick look at the dining table, which you saw in another video. I will show you the top shelves of my bookcases I have in my living room, however, because they do have a little bit of fall decor. They have a couple of my Target birds here, and then I have a stack of some of my Pottery Barn books that somewhat go with the colors in this room. I have some that go with my bonus room upstairs. And then here is my $5 Goodwill Challenge piece. And as you can see, I actually made a little flower arrangement in it with some of the leftover flowers that I had from Dollar Tree. So that is my left-hand bookcase. And here's my right-hand bookcase. I just have this one candelabra here with some orangey colored candles in it and this terracotta pumpkin. I don't know if you can see this. I don't remember where I got this, but it is actually terracotta. Let me see if I have a House of Fabrics. So you can tell that was a long time ago because House of Fabrics became Joann Fabrics many years ago. And I have a couple of blank spaces here. The reason being is before Thanksgiving I'm going to put a couple of turkeys in there. And then I will show you up above the decor that I keep on top of the bookcases all year long is kind of fall colors anyway. So I don't really need to do a lot of changing out of that. I have yellows and this terracotta color in my front room here. In case you're wondering about these are actually reindeer slippers that came from Lapland in Finland. My mother's parents were from Finland, and she used to keep these wrapped up in a trunk she had, And when she passed away, I took them and I thought, why keep them wrapped up where you can't see them? So I have put them on display in my living room. Here is that quick look at my dining room tablescape that I set up for early fall. If you want to see a complete tour of the table, please check out my plaid tablescape video. I will show you this though. I did put together this wet bar area for another challenge, but I added in a few little target birds to my display. So it will tie in with what I'm going to be doing on the dining room table. Over on this side of the wet bar, I just have these containers with some nuts in them. And this broom. I got this broom at Target this year in the dollar section, and I made this funky bow out of some leftover pieces of ribbon that I had on hand. I was going to put this on a wreath that I have, but I couldn't locate the wreath, so I just hung it up by my wet bar area for now. I'm in my family room, and as you can see, I've replaced the Halloween birds in this centerpiece with my new fall birds from Target that I showed in a haul. As I am going to be using my Halloween birds in another setting. And then I did show you my fireplace in a different video already, but one thing I wanted to point out is I have updated these pumpkins as well using some antique wax, and I really like the depth it gives to the pumpkins. It makes them look a lot more realistic, and these were very old and looking kind of dilapidated, and now I like how they look a lot better. I am going to be updating the top part of my mantle for another challenge, so I'm not going to show you that right now, but I can show you what a little bit of footage of what it looked like for the prior challenge. And I still have my cornucopia in front of the main part of the fireplace. Also in my family room, I have this blanket scarf that I purchased from the dollar area in Target this year. And then I had previously had my spiced pecans in an apothecary jar on this silver tray with this little bird, but we ate them all up. So instead, I put my leaves candle from last year from Bath & Body Works on the tray. I thought the leaf pattern on the label went nicely with the little leaves I've scattered. I put that with the little bird. And here's a look at my kitchen chairs with their chair swags attached to them. Between my kitchen and family room and dining room, I have hung this sign on the wall. It has pumpkins pointing to the kitchen and apples pointing to the dining room, which is apropos because the tablescape I just showed you had apples in it, and I'm using pumpkins in my kitchen. And I made a bow. This is a looped bow out of the 2 ribbons I used in my tier tray. And I'll give you another look at that tier tray in just a second. So here is my tier tray I created using actually primarily items from the Target dollar spot and some I had on hand already. And then I have the bow up here You can see I actually use this as a stand for my tripod. And then above my stove area, I always have this Della Robbia garland. It actually was a Christmas garland I got many years ago, but I really think it's fitting for the kitchen because of all the fruits it has on it, and it's very Tuscan looking. You can see some of the patching going on here. And then by my sink, I have a little vignette for fall using the navy colors. So I have this autumn sign I got last year from Target, and then you can see I have some of the navy pumpkins I got this year from Target, along with this big plate and canisters that I got from Pier 1 when, probably about 15 years ago. And here's a little jug from Colonial Williamsburg with some sunflowers in it. I thought it looked nice in front of this setup. And I have this plate here in my garden window because right in there is our air conditioning unit. So I don't want to look at that when I'm standing at the sink washing dishes. So I always create a little vignette here in my window. And then I can look out at my fountain that's on the side yard. One last thing I do for the seasons is I usually pick a decorative dish towel to keep in between the two dish towels I actually use to dry dishes, just to add a little bit of festivity to the kitchen. I'm now in my guest bathroom, and I do put a little bit of holiday decor in here just in case we have visitors come over. And as you can see, I have this distressed looking pumpkin here. I got this at Target, I think it was last year, in the dollar section. And then on the other side, I've actually moved my fall sign that I had on my mantle in here and put a couple of birds. You may have seen these birds in my blue and white tablescape that I did the other day. This sign, I believe, also came from the dollar spot in Target last year. So here's my bonus room couch, and I have these pumpkin pillows on it that I got at Pier 1 a few years ago. And I also have these brown taupe and gold tree pillows that I also got at Pier 1. I use those for both fall and winter time in this room. And then I just have some more at the other end of my sofa. And then at this end of the sofa, I have my lantern centerpiece that I created as part of our Lynn's Country Craft Corner lantern centerpiece challenge. And then I have another throw down there in case we need more than the couple that we have right here. And our cats love to sleep on those blankets. And behind my couch, in addition to Topaz, I have the floral arrangement that I created. I'll show you from a different angle as well. So here it is from this angle. Topaz, say hello. Here it is from this angle, and you can see I've added in a couple of my glittery pumpkins that I had. These were the ones I had in my white and blue tablescape, the pale blue one, and then the more medium color blue one. And I've tucked them into the center there. And then I don't have much on my fireplace wall, but I do have the one autumn tray that I created as part of another challenge with secondhand Tracy Ann, formerly the Holiday Cookie Diva. And I just have this set up with these felted pumpkins and this little Target bird mixed in with the other items I keep on that tray most of the time. And then here's the overall look at that one display cabinet. I hope you like seeing my fall home tour. I do have some more fall decorating videos coming up, including some tablescapes as well as some other collabs I'm participating in. So I hope you'll come back and check out my videos. And again, please be sure to check out Daveda's channel. She's a lovely lady. She does lots of crafts and DIYs, and she's very inspirational. And also check out all the other participants. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing all of you next time.